Hello everybody, welcome. My name is Miguel, and this is a short practice to help you get into the flow of things, especially in these times where a lot of us are spending more time at home, uh, being more socially distanced from others. We may find that it's hard to get started or to maintain focus for a long period of time. So whenever you need a short yoga break, a way to let go of all of the distracting thoughts and problems that are outside of your direct influence and focus instead on being and on feeling good. So let's get started. Come to rest in child's pose with your big toes touching, your knees about hip distance apart, so that your seat can rest on the back of your feet and your forehead on the floor or the back of your hands. And just take a moment to arrive. Notice how you feel in your physical body. Make sure you can breathe in easily through the nose. And breathe out completely, maybe making any sound with the breath. And then bring your attention to your breathing and notice your natural breathing without trying to change anything, without judging yourself. And feeling how you are in this moment, in this body, I invite you to set an intention for your practice and for yourself. This can be an affirmation, a prayer, or even a word, or just a feeling. Often it's best to keep it short, sweet, saying it in the positive and in the present as if this is already so. For example, I am here, I am happy, I am healthy, and full of life. Whatever your intention, you can repeat it to yourself in connection with your breath. And holding on to your intention, come up into cat and cow pose. Spread your hands, spread your fingers big with your wrists underneath your shoulders and your knees below your hips. And begin to arch your back and round your back as you breathe. So as you inhale, let the belly, let the stomach be soft and look up. And as you exhale, pull the navel to your spine, get round and look back between your legs. On an inhale, the insides of your thighs open back and out. And as you exhale, your chin drops to your chest, your tailbone pulls down. On the inhale, lift your tail, keep the shoulders back, look up. And as you exhale, get round and pull in, and then come to a neutral spine. I'm going to take it into our first easy twist. Bringing the right hand more to the center, inhale the left arm up, look up, and exhale, bring the left arm under the right and twist to the right using your right hand for support. Make sure you feel good in your back. You can always walk your knees back to give yourself room. And then feel where your knees are, right underneath your hips, and breathe deep. Always breathing in through the nose, noticing the space for the breath. And as you exhale, see if you can soften into that space. Let go of any tension you find. One more breath here, noticing especially the twisted side, the space between the ribs. And exhale, softening, and just enjoying your breath. We'll come out on an inhale, pull the belly in and open up. Exhale back to hands and knees, and pause to just feel it. The second side, we'll bring the left hand more to the center, and inhale the right arm up, and exhale, right arm under the left, twisting to the left side, lifting your tail as you extend your spine, and exhale, letting the whole body settle down, and get into the pose. 2 more breaths here to feel any sensation. 2 more chances to release anything you don't need. Coming out on an inhale, pull the belly in, support for the back, and then exhale back to hands and knees. And continue that twist with our legs. Inhale the right leg back, and exhale, step it forward between your hands. Give yourself a moment to find the pose, to allow gravity to orient you in this pose. And then we'll energize the legs. Inhale, pulling in to your body, and exhale, twisting from your center to the right. And you can also set the right arm on your hip or right behind your knee for a little bit more support. Use your lower hand on your fingertips to help you reach up and lift up. And use your exhales to just soften into the twist. This should feel good. It doesn't have to be that hard, that difficult. Put your hands by your foot and come back to downward facing dog. And then back to hands and knees. And the second side. Inhale, left leg back. Pull the belly in. Exhale, step the hand between your legs. Now if your knees give you any trouble, you just want to comfort the knee, you can fold the mat. Come onto your fingertips. And exhale, settle into your twist. Option to reach the left arm up. Option to look up, or just look in a direction that feels best for your head and neck. Inhale, activate the legs more, pulling the leg bones into your hips, and then exhale, softening, and release. Come back to downward facing dog. On an inhale, come forward with a long back. Shoulders right above your wrists. Reach back with your feet. Active legs. Deep breath. On an exhale, set your knees down. Feel the length of your body. Feel your shoulders in your body. And on your next exhale, chaturanga, lower down, keeping your elbows by your side. Put the tops of your feet on the ground. Your toes point away from the nose. And inhale, push the feet into the ground. Pull the belly up and look up. A baby cobra pose. Maybe even wobbling, wiggling, and stretching from side to side of it. And then exhale, soften. Find stillness in the pose. On an exhale, releasing and back into downward facing dog. And on your exhale, bending your knees more, looking forward and walking or hopping, stepping forward, forward bend. So for this forward bend, be generous as we're transitioning into our full warmth, full feeling. Just make sure it's easy to get your hands on the ground by bending your knees more, and always keeping your knee in the middle of your feet and ankles. You can reach your hands behind your back. Notice which hand is on top. And keep those shoulders in your back. And breathe deep. So we're going to energize the legs to activate the lower back a little bit more. Shoulders away from your ears as you start to move your hands towards the back of your head. Lengthening the whole back. And then exhale, softening and releasing. Coming on up. Inhale, then exhale, settle down and feel. Coming to the top of your mat, we'll inhale and reach up, and exhale, hands to the center of your heart, reconnecting and remembering your breath. Inhale, reach up, look up,
Exhale, fold forward, forward bend. We'll bring the right leg back first. Coming into a high lunge now on your fingertips. You can stay here, or the option to inhale, come up. Standing high lunge with hands for balance and support, or arms extended. Just make sure your shoulders aren't shrugging or squeezing your neck. You might pull them for contrast. And then settle the back foot down and open up into Warrior Two. So in Warrior Two, the feet can be in one line, but especially the back foot reaching down on the little toe side, the front foot on the big toe side. Opening your hips as you lengthen your arms. And exhale, soften again into the pose. On your next exhale, we'll fold forward into a side angle pose. Option to keep the hand on the back hip or reach your upper arm over your ear. Noticing your neck and its length on all sides. And notice your breath. Reconnect to your intention. Looking down at that front foot, finding a focal point for balance, we'll bring the back foot in and come on in and up for the airplane version of Warrior Three. You can use those fingertips for support, but reach out from your center. Whoa, some wobbling is good. And then exhale, fold over that standing leg. Keeping the knee in the center, on an exhale, we'll bend the knee and inhale back up. Exhale and bend. And inhale back up. Exhale, bend, maybe taking it into a ball. And then inhale, reaching out from your center. And exhale, folding over your standing leg. And step it back to downward facing dog. Taking a moment here in the pose to find your stability, find your strength, and settle into your natural breath. When you're ready, I'm going to inhale the second leg, left leg up. Other leg, and then step it forward. So again, taking a moment to just feel here. And if you like, coming up into that high lunge with hands on hips, out wide or up high. Activate that back leg, reaching up into the body as you pull your tail down and lift your heart. And then we'll exhale and rotate the back foot down for Warrior Two. Little toe reaching back and down, the big toe in the front connecting to the earth. Reach out again in all directions, the axial extension of the spine, of your arms, strong legs, easy breath. And then bend over that front leg for side angle. Remember your breathing. Remember that intention. And when you're ready, come up into the standing half moon. So hips stacked on top of each other here, shoulders on top of each other, neck in the middle, pull out from your center, pulling into your center, and then exhale, roll into Virabhadrasana 3, the airplane version of our warrior. And then exhale, bend the knee. Inhale back up, and exhale, bending again. Inhale, rising again. Maybe taking it into a ball on the second side. Opening, and then folding over your standing leg. And then back into one more downward facing dog. And come back to that first leg that we started with forward. For me, it's that side forward. One more great stretch and opener for our legs and hips. Now that front knee is right in the middle of the foot, and the back knee is not right in the center of the pressure on the ground, but rather a little bit more to the front or the top of the knee. And then we'll bend that back knee and reach back to hold it. It's just an option. Activate both of your legs now, pulling into your center and exhaling for a little bit of a twist again. We start to wind things down. Look again in a direction that feels best for your neck. And on an exhale, release. Second side. You can just switch back via down dog or any way that feels good. Nice easy transition. Bending that back knee. Reaching for the back foot or the shin. Inhale, both of your legs activating into the center, and then exhale, twisting in the direction of that front leg. On an exhale, unwinding, changing it up, stepping forward, forward bend. We're going to transition down to the ground via a yogic squat. It's okay if the back of your feet don't touch the ground here, but use the back of your arms to reach into the back of, or the inside of your knees. And if you want to, you can use a block there for support underneath your sitting bones. Pull into your center as you reach out long through your spine. And again, soften into your breath. And bring your hands down to the ground. And help yourself down to the ground for our final pose. In nice, relaxing, calming, and harmonizing bridge pose. So for this bridge, make sure your feet are under your knees. Feet parallel, knees parallel. And then bend your elbows so your hands are right above your elbows. The back of the head on the ground, the back of the shoulders on the ground, but the neck is long and free. On an inhale, push down and lift your hips up. Energize your center again, and it might help you get more contact with the shoulders to lengthen the arms, and reach and grab your hands. And then you might want to come back into that robot arms, just a nice way to show and feel that support of the back of the elbows, shoulders, and the back of the head. And then reach with your inhale to get longer from your knees to your forehead. And then on an exhale, slowly come on down, one vertebra at a time. And then if you like, you can rest one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. This is a nice physical reminder to reconnect to those natural rhythms that sustain us. As you feel ready, rolling with your knees bent onto your right side. And then using your hands to help yourself up into a comfortable seat. If you prefer height, you can use a block, a bolster, a blanket, or anything you have so that you lift your body a little bit. If you sit with crossed legs, see that your hips are at least as high as your knees. Lifting your upper body on an inhale. Relax your shoulders. Relax your breath. Bring your attention back to this body in this moment. And again, notice how you feel. Noticing any changes and the overall effect of your practice. And then notice your natural breath. And then bring your attention back to your intention.
If you like, repeating your intention 3 times in the positive, in the present, as if this were already so. With an inhale, you can bring your arms over the side body. Exhale, hands to the center of your heart. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your practice. Have a wonderful transition to the next part of your day. Namaste.